Right, the next demonstration we're going to do is the vertical roll. Okay, so we're just going to create one vertical roll at the back as big as possible. Now, the one thing that you must do is back comb the hair. So when you back comb, using your Patrick Cameron brush, you're going to go into the roots, and then you can spray very lightly. Taking another section, and we're going to back comb again. So we shouldn't have to back comb more than 3 times. 1, 2, 3, and it should stand up on its own. What you don't want to do, you don't want to be back combing 20 times, because you'll end up breaking the hair or damaging the cuticle scales, because you're going against the way that the cuticle scales should lie. 1, 2, 3. So very lightly you hold it, and it is going to get bigger. It's going to start to look a bit of a bird's nest, but it doesn't matter, because we're going to cover that with this lovely smooth silky bit that we can have on top to hide it away. One, 2, 3, and as you can see, nice and big. Don't hold your hairspray too close or it'll get quite wet. And I'll probably just do one more section. You can back comb all over, but I don't think you necessarily need to, unless you're creating a really big look on top as well. Okay, so before you even start your roll, this is what your block needs to look like. Okay, if it doesn't look like this, it's not going to hold. So the back combing is going to support the pins as well as it's going to support the hairstyle. So this now is the smooth bit that we're going to bring over the top to hide that haystack underneath. Right, if you're right-handed, you tend to want to do the roll sweeping over to the left. If you're left-handed, you might find it easier going over to the right. So depending on what you prefer, it's entirely up to you. Right, so what I'm going to need to do first of all is I'm going to need to sweep the hair over. I'm right-handed, so I'm going to sweep it over to the left, and I'm going to hold it here. I can use a bit of spray just to smooth it down, because this will be the last time we're going to touch this hair. And using curvy grips, like so, you're going to place them from the nape up, and you're going to crisscross them as you go up. It's always good to use the same colour curvy grips, so that if you do accidentally have one poking out, that we don't necessarily see it. Now the very last one, I'm going to have you come down. So instead of going upwards, we're going to go down and cross it over, like so. Spray it over. You can use not the front but the back of your brush to smooth over any wispy little bits that you don't want. Now that's going to be the last time you touch it, so make sure it's perfect. The next thing that we need to do is the roll. So getting the hair exactly where you want it, and I'm going to bring it over to the right a little bit. So I'm going to hold it in my left hand, and bring it over to the right. Now normally before you do this, you would normally create a set, maybe using heated rollers, moving it over. Again, use the back of your brush just to smooth it. Right, so now is the roll time. Now this is the hard part. What you're going to do, it is all back combed inside here. It's all nice and smooth on top. Look in the mirror, make sure there's no lumps or bumps. And if you're happy with it, now it's time to roll. So if you're right-handed, hold the ponytail in your right hand. You're going to come over the top with your left hand and bring in the roll, like so, and hold it there. Okay? Yet again, I'll do it again. If you're right-handed, hold it in your right hand, come over with your left, tuck in the ends, and I literally move my body round, like so. When you feel comfortable, you can take your hand out, still supporting it, and you're going to come round with your grips and secure your vertical roll. Now it's really important that we don't see any pins, so we should hide any pins. And you can put in as many pins as you want now to secure it, depending on how heavy the client's hair is. You've got these wavy pins as well, like so, that you can